Peggy 16.
Dearest Mother, I came to this rock to find you. But I only find myself surrounded by schemers. The President, the soldier, the Duchess, and the Cardinal, and those who invited us here. But I won't be a pawn in their games. What brought you here? What have you left for me to find? Are you even still alive?
Why do you think she wanted to leave?
Everything is possible if you make the right choices.
It will take all my skill and my silver tongue to solve this mystery. Before it's too late.
Et bien le bonjour à tous et à toutes, on se retrouve aujourd'hui en ce mardi 11 septembre 2018 de façon à commencer l'aventure sur le jeu The Council. J'espère que vous allez tous très bien, que vous avez passé une bonne journée. Pour ma part ça va, je suis claqué, j'ai mal au crâne et j'ai hâte de dormir. Mais bon, ça change pas tellement d'habitude. En tout cas, salut à toi MC, j'espère que tu vas bien. Et comme je vous l'ai dit, on va commencer l'aventure sur le jeu The Council. Alors juste avant ça, pour ceux qui se poseraient la question, The Council est quand même un jeu qui est sorti cette année, en 2018, en mars si je me souviens bien, et qui a été fait par, comme groupe, à la base il s'appelait Big Bad Wolf, et maintenant je crois qu'il s'appelle CNS Studio. Si je dis pas de bêtises, ça doit être un truc dans le genre. Bref, dans tous les cas, on n'est pas là pour blablater, on est là pour découvrir un nouveau jeu. Donc let's go. Alors comme d'habitude, je n'ai pas testé le jeu. Et comme d'habitude, j'emmerde tous les jeux qui limitent les pseudos à 5 caractères. Je m'appelle pas je m'appelle Clemchan. Merde. C'est quoi ce Clemc là, hein? C'est quoi ça? Putain. Respectez mon pseudo quoi, merde. C'est sympa de temps en temps. Allez, jette.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Burchard! Von Burchard! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero? Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Tout premier choix du jeu. Bon, on va faire comme d'habitude. La première personne qui répond, c'est le choix qu'on va prendre. Donc là, vous avez eu le temps de voir. Donc top chrono. La première personne qui choisit une des deux propositions, c'est ce qu'on fait.
For God's sake, Louis, I told you to let me do it. Let me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Oh, tell that to your nose.
C'est malin
Because
maintenant.
of this
Vous avez
kind
vu
of
la gueule qu'on
reaction that
a?
I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. Can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Burchard case?
He was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive. How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me. You're much more important than you can ever imagine. Right, let's go now.
Tiens, comme je disais à l'écrit, salut Tonok et salut Astaroth. J'espère que vous allez bien tous les deux. Je pense oui, Astaroth, je pense oui.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Astaroth, tu vas le voir, on est au tout début du jeu, donc tu vas vite découvrir le jeu. Et sinon, moi, ça va fatiguer, mais sinon, ça va. Salut Azalia, ça va?
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Pas moins fatigué, salut, comme d'hab. Donc, toujours comme d'habitude, vous avez le choix entre les réponses, vous choisissez. La première personne qui répond, c'est ce qu'on choisit. Et sinon, à ce temps, tu verras. Raison personnelle, dit Jetana.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Eh ben dis donc, tu viens plus aux soirées? Ho, ho, ho. Hier c'était soirée prêtre et nonne. Ho, ho. Donc, comme d'hab, la première personne qui choisit une réponse, elle se comprend. Donc choisissez.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see. You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
Monsieur de
Cardinal?
Richet.
A Duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on?
Tout va bien, il a vu sa mère avec une main
Here,
moins,
take this.
la gueule complètement défoncée.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
Je suis curieux de savoir d'où est-ce qu'elle a sorti son mouchoir.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Bon, je peux pas regarder le courrier. Juste les contrôles là.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not
C'est
sure
un
if
peu
you
ça,
remember,
Zalia,
but
c'est un
we've
peu
met
ça.
before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Choisissez votre classe. Diplomate. Le diplomate brille en société. Orateur de talent. Il sait éviter les faux pas et impose ses idées sans froisser ses interlocuteurs. Occultiste. L'occultiste est maître des faux semblants, convaincu de l'importance du savoir. Il a accumulé des riches connaissances en sciences et en art. Utiliser les autres pour arriver à ses fins ne lui pose aucun problème. Détective. Le détective excelle en investigation. Il est entraîné à remarquer les moindres détails tant dans l'environnement que chez ses interlocuteurs. Homme de terrain, il n'a pas peur des approches directes. Donc je vous fais le stropole parce que ça a l'air d'être un choix important celui-là. Donc je vous fais le petit stropole. Hop. Et voilà. Alors ça, vu que c'est un choix important, et choix important, je veux que vous participiez tous. Pour ce qui est des choix pas importants, c'est la première personne qui répond qui choisit. Mais pour les choix importants, je veux que vous choisissiez tous, voilà, que tout le monde vraiment choisisse. Donc nous avons 2 détectives, 3 détectives et un occultiste. On attend encore 30 secondes. 4 détectives et un occultiste, ah bah putain. Donc 30 secondes. Sinon, choisir une classe détermine vos compétences primaires. Les autres compétences seront accessibles, mais seront plus chères à débloquer. Il vous reste, attention, 10 secondes pour participer au Stropal. Tu as déjà joué? Non, jamais joué Alzalia et je n'ai pas voulu regarder de stream là-dessus, je voulais pas me faire spoil. Et temps imparti, la majorité donc pour détective. Vous êtes des détectives les gens. En fait là je peux pas du tout aller là parce que c'est comme il disait ça coûtera plus cher tout ce qui est occultisme et conviction. Donc là par contre je peux prendre. Alors vigilance. Alors j'ai 3 points disponibles. Alors détective débloque les compétences interrogatoire, vigilance, logique, psychologie et agilité. Vous disposez maintenant de 7 points d'effort pour utiliser vos compétences. Votre passé vous octroie 1 point de compétence en conviction, votre passé vous octroie 1 point de compétence en manipulation. Vigilance, remarquez les détails notables ou les éléments déplacés par rapport à leur contexte. Psychologie, lisez le comportement des gens comme un joueur. Logique, exercez votre esprit logique et vos techniques oratoires. Je serais plus pour la vigilance. On est au tout début là. Oh, au pire on en met un dans chaque. Hein. Le jeu n'empêche pas. Autant mettre un dans chaque de façon à voir ce que ça va donner.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Donc, comme là, vu que c'est pas un choix important, vous décidez. Qu'est-ce qu'on lui répond? Et sinon, Alzalia, le premier tour, je ne sais pas. Ah, Alzalia a répondu pas le moins. C'est
Please
la
excuse
première.
me, madam. I'm sure we've met before,
Ah,
but
déjà,
I
Pikmin,
don't remember where.
Alzalia, c'est le premier qui répond,
I
qui
appreciate
décide.
your honesty.
Sauf pour les
even
choix
if it's
importants.
not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Opportunité. Vos compétences vous permettent de découvrir des détails cachés. Sélectionnez l'élément le plus cohérent avec la situation pour les découvrir. Les opportunités ne consomment pas de points d'effort. Il suffit d'avoir débloqué la compétence nécessaire à la situation pour y avoir accès.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personnalité. Chaque interlocuteur que vous rencontrez sur l'île possède une personnalité propre qui le rend vulnérable à certaines compétences et immunisé à d'autres. Savoir exploiter cette personnalité est crucial pour mener à bien vos projets. Les immunités rencontrées vous desserviront et vous laisseront épuisé, tandis que les vulnérabilités exploitées vous rendront un point d'effort. Retrouvez les immunités et vulnérabilités dans l'onglet Journal du menu. Le bouton vous permet d'accéder à vos pages.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Talent. Vous obtenez des talents en réalisant certaines actions. Pensez à regarder leurs conditions de déblocage et leurs effets. Ils donnent des améliorations très intéressantes. Il y a des conditions. Alors. Maîtrise policière. Obtenir la compétence de vigilance au niveau 3 et interrogatoire psychologique au niveau 2. Ouais, bon. Collecter 10 manuscrits. Ok. Je savais même pas que j'en ai déjà. Faire un choix de dialogue 20 fois avant la fin de la jauge de temps. Choix de dialogue 20 fois. Ouais. Ok. Ok, ok.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé dans ce bureau? Quel bureau? Quel bureau? Quel bureau, je te dis? Quel putain de bureau?
Great, honey.
Ouais, je retourne en arrière, oui, oui, je sais. Mais au cas où le jeu soit du style... et si on rajoutait quelque chose qui peut collectionner une fois qu'il a passé le premier dialogue? Mais c'est pas le cas.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Donc, premier qui répond, c'est ce qu'on choisit. Où est Lord Mortimer ou que savez-vous de ma mère? Vous choisissez. Lord.
I have an appointment with
Stelf a
Lord
répondu
Mortimer.
en premier.
Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I
Par
cannot.
contre, Stelf
I
évite de
don't
mettre
know
juste un mot,
exactly
hein,
where
parce
my master
que
is. But rest assured,
s'il faut ce
sir,
mot est dans les deux, je vais
everyone is
pas
waiting
savoir.
for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Home?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Compétences. Vos compétences vous donnent accès à des choix et actions uniques en échange de points d'effort. Plus le niveau de compétence est élevé, moins le coût en points d'effort est élevé. Ok. Ok, tu as eu les témoins?
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir.
On
Only
n'utilise
lights
pas nos
were seen by
compétences, ok.
servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother.
Ah, le mec il garde le mouchoir. Le mouchoir il le
I
garde.
have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Donc vous avez le choix. Connexion indisponible, manipulation indisponible. Donc soit on fait laissez-moi le mouchoir, je m'en charge, soit bref, passons. Vous voyez, ceci est une preuve. Bisous. Bon. Elzaya a répondu en première. Laissez-moi le mouchoir, je m'en
Give me the
charge.
handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
Le mec il voulait quand même à la base garder le mouchoir. Hein.
You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is.
Faut qu'on m'explique pourquoi est-ce que le mec voulait garder le mouchoir.
Doing out here on this wharf? Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Et alors donc à chaque fois que j'ai le ting, c'est qu'il y a un truc. Il y a un truc par là. Ah. Yay. Tu peux regarder le mouchoir? Je vais voir.
There's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Alors vous avez le choix. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Jetana a répondu en première. Ah, chatte blanche.
There we go. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Manuscrits. Les manuscrits permettent de s'instruire au cours de l'aventure. À chaque début de quête, vous pourrez choisir vos lectures et gagner ainsi des points de compétences permanents.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Donc choisissez ce qu'on fait là. On examine la nourriture, on examine les affaires personnelles, on examine la clé rouillée, on examine la poudre, on prend le sac ou on s'éloigne. Alors, examiner la poudre en première, Jetana. Désolé, il y a un pied-cuine.
Covered in black powder.
Donc c'est fait.
An iron key completely rusted.
On fait quoi? On prend la clé ou on laisse la clé? Prendre la clé ou on laisse la clé?
You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it. Shit. Those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap. Some oils and her powder puff. What does all this mean? Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. The bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed,
ça veut dire que ça empêche le parfum depuis 2 jours.
2 more days. Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her. Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you... Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Moi j'aurais laissé ça. Ouais, mais bon, c'est premier qui répond et on fait un... Donc vous choisissez.
Locked. I'll never get it open bare-handed.
Vous choisissez toujours. C'est une clé, ouais, mais... Vous pouvez choisir de forcer la serrure hein, plutôt que d'utiliser la clé.
There we are.
Encore une fois, c'est vous qui décidez. Alors par rapport à ce que tu me demandais... si je pouvais... Non, je peux pas l'inspecter. Pas l'inspecter.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful. This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
De rien, jette.
Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Là, je peux pas, donc je suis désolé. Hein. On n'a pas ce qu'il faut pour analyser, donc ça sert à rien.
Mine, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother.
Vous venez de trouver un fragment d'ambre. Ramassez-en 4 pour augmenter vos points d'effort. Maximum de 1.
A fragment of amber.
Pourquoi ça serait pas de la poudre à canon? Hein? Pourquoi ça serait pas de la putain de poudre à canon? Hein? Qu'on m'explique, pourquoi ça pourrait pas être de la putain de poudre à canon? Faut pas déconner de la vie.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. A lantern. Nothing special.
Oui, je me doute que ça doit avoir sa importance ce courrier, mais j'ai envie de me balader avant.
see what's hidden inside.
On fait quoi? Chercher un indice, examiner les lettres une par une ou s'éloigner? J'étais à répondre en premier.
One of the letters is stamped with the seal of the Order. And I recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who's this Manuel Godoy that you keep
Mais c'est
bringing
vous
up?
qui choisissez, Alzalia.
Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar? I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know
Non mais
what
on n'a pas les connaissances pour faire ce genre de choix.
Got a lot to
Les
tell
gens, on n'avait pas les connaissances.
So, let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of the wharf. Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look. It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. A letter written in an Oriental language. I haven't the slightest idea what it says. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently. Probably a Dutchman. This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Prashi. No. Can't seem to place it.
Bref. Non.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Ah donc détective te donne les alertes sonores près des points où tu peux
How did
interagir.
Mortimer manage to
Non,
build his manor at the top
langage
of a
connu,
rocky
etc.
outcrop?
Bah ouais, ça c'est sympa, donc il y a plein de possibilités de run.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope, but I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway,
Faut
I
qu'on
gotta take the
persuade
envelope.
le mec de nous
It might have
filer.
something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontation. Durant une confrontation, vous devez franchir des étapes en vous montrant le plus convaincant possible. Les confrontations ont des conséquences sur la suite de l'histoire. N'hésitez donc pas à utiliser vos compétences. Chaque confrontation affiche une interface indiquant à quel point votre interlocuteur est convaincu. Ok, donc vous aurez peut-être pas la possibilité de répondre. Si je peux mettre pause, vous aurez pas la possibilité. Je suis désolé d'avance pour ça.
Thank you,
On peut mettre pause.
son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Ah. Donc, première personne qui répond, allez-y. Oui, elle est là.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
On défonce la gueule de prêtres qui sont trop curieux. Ça te va comme réponse? Merde. Donc vous pouvez choisir qu'entre les deux. Entre les deux duos. Il y a un tatouage en main, il y a un tatouage dans la main bizarre pour un curton. Donc secret professionnel.
If you know my mother,
Désolé,
you
Altaïa,
will
je t'ai
understand
répondu
that I
avant.
cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but
Do not worry, my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you. Discretion and secrecy are both pillars of the organizations for which we work.
Est-ce que vous avez fait un parfait?
The worthy son of Sarah.
all the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Ah, vous avez du temps. Vous avez du temps, donc là, vous allez voir rapidement, je mettrai pause juste avant la fin du temps. Vous choisirez. La première personne qui répond, c'est ce qu'on prend. Vous pensez ce qu'il contient? J'ai juste envie de voir dans le chat. Est-ce que vous êtes d'accord avec tout dépend ce qu'il contient? Oui, j'ai envie de te casser les pieds. Vous êtes d'accord avec cette réponse, le chat? J'hésite. Oui, tout dépend de ce qu'il contient. En bas à gauche. Pas de problème. Donc on a deux personnes pour tout dépend de ce qu'il contient. Une personne pour oui, je lui donnerai. Deux personnes pour oui, je lui donnerai. Deux personnes pour oui, tout dépend de ce qu'il contient. Donc on attend une dernière personne. Dernière personne qui... Si une dernière personne peut répondre afin de départager les deux. Entre tout dépend de ce qu'il contient et oui, je lui donnerai. Pour le 50-50. Et moi, je choisis l'avis du public, Alzaïr. Coup de fil à un ami? Non, 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 Pikmin, ça marche pas comme ça. Bref, Pikmin, allez, choisis. Tu choisis entre les deux. Vas-y, Pikmin. Tu choisis entre les deux. Par contre, si tu mets trop de temps à choisir, moi je vais choisir. Tu veux prendre ce qu'elle contient. Oui, mais tant pis.
Only you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me,
Succès
or
déverrouillé,
if
à tout de
I
suite.
can keep a secret, I would answer yes. Absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
Ah, if only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will?
Confrontation, dernière étape. Pour la dernière étape d'une confrontation, vous devez convaincre votre interlocuteur avec une réponse positive. Si vous donnez une mauvaise réponse, cette étape se répétera jusqu'à ce que vous donniez une bonne ou que vous soyez à court de maladresse. La dernière étape, une confrontation, se répétera si vous échouez. Vous n'avez pas le choix, c'est forcément un des deux au-dessus. Donc le premier qui répond, c'est ce qu'on choisit.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret.
Succès déverrouillé, Missy.
Your mother and
Your
I
Mincy.
are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Go le lire. Éléments cachés. De nombreux objets indices sont cachés. Certains d'entre eux peuvent avoir un impact sur le déroulement du jeu, donc n'hésitez pas à explorer. Ah. Je verrai si je veux l'ouvrir une fois dans ma chambre. On peut pas pour l'instant. Dommage. Ah ouais, il y a plein d'étages. Ah ouais. Ça c'est le quai. Voilà. Ça je sais pas où c'est. Et là on est là, ok.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms. Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Croix de Malte. La croix de Malte octroie l'effet exalté. Vous percevez temporairement les immunités et invulnérabilités affectant des choix de dialogue lors des conversations. Vous ne pouvez pas emporter plus de 5.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered a fall into the depths of the abyss. Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this. Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility.
Sérieux, Furio, ça va? Ce jeu, ça fait un peu Cluedo. Je pense que c'est voulu.
I've just arrived. It might be bad manners to go upstairs without being invited. Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
On pique un livre comme ça? Mais sérieux? Ah ouais, là c'est complètement what the fuck quoi. Fatigué, Furo,
It's the
sinon
least
ça
one
va.
can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
Ma mère d'une lettre.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His
De ma
Eminence was
mythe,
simply telling
ok,
me that
j'étais
he
là,
knew my
tu...
mother
Si tu
and
veux
how
parler de
much
ta
he held
mythe,
her in high esteem.
c'est ton problème,
It so
Jet.
happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Première personne qui répond, allez, allez, allez. J'étais un
Like
répondu
you,
avant.
Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here.
Dommage, Zé.
That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Merde.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
Donc là, demander ou ne rien dire. Demander qui est cet homme ou ne rien dire. Donc demander.
Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm,
C'était
an
limité,
English
genre.
aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
Je suis sûr que si on lui donne un couteau de tueur, ça passe nickel, hein, pour le mec.
But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
On se rapproche doucement et je vous fais le stropole. Non, j'éteins là. C'est stropole là parce que c'est un choix important. Pour les choix importants, je rappelle, c'est tout le chat qui participe. Je paye internet dans ma séance. Ah ouais, MC, non mais ce que je veux dire, c'est que le mec il a déjà les vêtements. Hein. C'est pour ça que je dis ça, le mec il a tout d'un psychopathe. Pas le lien. Là tu as de nouveau le lien. Mais si tu as toujours pas, j'y peux rien. Donc je vous laisse encore 30 secondes. Vous avez 30 secondes pour répondre. Luc, 15 secondes. 10 secondes. Attention. Plus que 5 secondes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Un du temps imparti. Et la majorité a voté pour on reste écouter Washington.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I
Merci de
arrived
voyer
this
l'ordre
morning,
nouveau.
I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the order.
Ah putain mais c'est abusé là. Oh, manette.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad.
Les
And if you
secrets,
have
le mec
any
affiche quand même un
other
collier
questions,
avec
now's the time.
un collier montrant quand même qu'il fait partie de l'ordre. Et un collier bienvoyant. Donc là vous le choisissez.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother. Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden.
Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about? My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
I wonder if Mother is still on the island. Could she not have taken a boat and left?
I don't see how. No vessel can moor closer than 200 yards. Not to mention the permanent presence of staff and servants. There is one strange thing, I grant you. This island is barely the size of Delaware, and despite that, no one has been able to locate your mother.
So my mother still must be on the island.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Salut mon pote.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Alors, oui, t'inquiète pas, sinon Azalia, j'avais vu que c'était la tête. Le seul truc, c'est que vu que j'étais en train de me rouler une clope, je vois qu'il y a un choix où il faut que je les place à souris, je suis oh merde. Pas à souris, mais la manette, je suis oh merde. Non.
Ladies,
Ça va, mon pote?
gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, You have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Bah, moi ça va, fatigué, mais sinon ça va. Et le jeu c'est The Council.
Hillsborough.
Oh, je peux pas aller la voir. Ah, je peux pas redescendre, putain, il restait des trucs pourtant en bas. Merde. Bon. Ok. On se balade.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Pas te le vrai Napoléon Bonaparte.
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Ouais, Jacques Perru aussi. Merde. Il y a vraiment du beau monde. On cherche des objets. On se balade.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Élixir d'or. L'élixir d'or vous débarrasse de toutes vos interactions négatives. Vous ne pouvez pas emporter plus de 5. On sait pas comment il a eu sa cicatrice? Le personnage, Alzalia? Comment est-ce qu'il a eu la cicatrice à la gueule? C'est ça que tu demandes? Alors Mopette, on est au début du jeu, donc l'histoire, on n'a pas tellement d'infos. On est juste un mec français qui cherche sa mère sur une île. Elle était pas encore là, clairement. Alors... Azalia, en fait, la cicatrice qu'il a, c'est parce que au début du jeu, les gens ont eu le choix soit de laisser la mère, soit de laisser le personnage, là, le héros, intervenir face à un mec qui nous menaçait, qui nous avait attachés. Ils ont préféré que ce soit nous qui intervenions et pas la mère. Donc du coup, on a fini avec une cicatrice.
The Quorum Guide.
Et on a buté le mec. On n'avait pas tellement le choix de buter le mec. Si on intervient, on bute le mec et on a une cicatrice. Si on n'intervient pas, je ne sais pas ce qui se passe. Donc je le dis d'avance, je n'en sais rien. Je peux pas voir le tableau? Non. On va aller là-bas. Ah ah! Je savais qu'il y avait un truc. Pas possible autrement. Une grande pièce comme ça sans objet, c'est louche. Moi je vous le dis. J'ai le flair et le bon.
Monsieur Johann von Wulner.
C'est qui Johann von Wulner? Non, non. Toi qui louche. Toi qui louche, tiens, peut-être. Oh ta gueule. Toi qui louche. Putain, je ramasse plein de pièces de collection. Ici aussi, il y a fort. Ah ah! J'allais dire, il y a forcément un truc. Allez! Ça c'est fait.
President George Washington.
Viens par là. Ah ah! Par contre, j'ajoute beaucoup d'objets à l'inventaire, quoi. Pas obligé de mettre des tables tous les 30 mètres. Bah, en plus des tables, je veux dire, regarde le nombre de chaises, hein. Les chaises aussi, vu le nombre qu'il y a, c'est un peu louche.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
J'étais si fatigué de faire 10 pas avant. Faut croire. Hein. Alors ça c'est notre chambre, on va finir de se balader avant. Au cas où il y a d'autres trucs à choper quoi. On cherche partout.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy. Godoy. Godoy. Mais n'empêche, ça fait très kleptomane, le mec qui ramasse tout ce qu'il trouve tous les 5 mètres quoi. Je sais pas ce que vous en pensez.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Je veux rentrer. Godoy. Godoy. Godoy.
Huh, that's me.
Ah, il a pas voulu le dire. Oh, Louis de Richet. J'ai oublié un Clem dans le coin, à ta droite. Et repipine. Pas ma droite là? Non. Parler de quel coin à ma droite? Hein? Non, je peux pas aller là. Avant d'arriver dans ta chambre, dans l'autre sens. Ok. Hein? Ah ah! Donc là. Ah ah! Ouh, fallait voir celui-là.
A ruble.
Allez, let's go. C'est RP, un détective qui investigue et vole. C'est ça, Storff. On vole tout ce qu'on croise.
It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
Well,
Okay, let's see what it contains. Too bad for Piaggi.
Est-ce que vous avez autre chose à dire?
So, it really is a list of French countrymen. Piaggi wasn't lying. But now it's opened. I better get it to Mother soon. Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
C'est maintenant qu'il remarque sa chambre. Oh putain, le con. Oh le con. Oh merde. Enfin, en premier, regarde la lettre avant de regarder la chambre, quoi. Merde.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Very jolly. Pas.
Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. The conversion of St. Paul, by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Judith beheading Holofernes ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
Grec. Mythologie grecque. Eau de Mélisse. L'eau de Mélisse octroie l'effet concentré. Votre prochaine utilisation de compétence est gratuite. Vous ne pouvez pas emporter plus de 5.
Carmelite water.
J'hésite entre aller sur le balcon et là fouiller le reste de la pièce. Mais ils disent allez vous coucher. Balcon avant. On n'est pas couché. On n'est pas tous couchés. On a envie de s'éclater. On a envie de s'éclater. Poum poum. This is it. This is it, bitch. On n'est pas fatigué. On n'est pas fatigué. On va prendre. C'est clair, stuff. C'est tellement ça. Alors, épisode 1, au large des côtes anglaises, réussi. Je suis remonté jusqu'au manoir, j'ai reconstitué tout le parcours de ma mère sur les quais, j'ai convaincu Piagui de me confier sa lettre, j'ai rencontré Sir Washington, je suis allé discuter avec Sir Washington dans le hall, j'ai trouvé un livre étrange sur les quais, j'ai posé des questions au sujet de ma mère. Alternative, j'aurais pu rejoindre Sir Holm dans le petit salon, j'aurais pu faire une rencontre inattendue. Ah, on a un point dans l'agilité. J'ai envie d'avoir un point là-dedans, en interrogatoire. Ah, c'est juste pour le déverrouiller, c'est même pas... Attendez. Ah ouais, c'est ça, c'est juste pour le déverrouiller, juste pour avoir la possibilité de le faire. Ah ouais. On va attendre avec le temps, on va pouvoir débloquer certains à mon avis. Et lui où tu dois sauter pour monter dessus. C'est quoi ce lit en longueur? Je rentre pas dedans. Les vieux lits français, Pikmin, ils étaient très hauts et très courts avant. Boost tes perks à toi. Je pense qu'on va faire comme ça. Merde. Ah! Équipement de manuscrit. Cette page vous permet de choisir vos lectures au cours de l'histoire. Chaque livre que vous lisez vous conférera des points de compétence en fin de quête. On a le choix avec l'encyclopédie. Ça nous donne plus un point de compétence en sciences, en linguistique et en érudition. Plus un point de compétence en étiquette, en compétence en sciences, conviction ou psychologie. Je sais pas si on peut le lire ça. Ah non, on peut pas. On peut pas parce qu'on l'a pas complète. Donc, étiquette, science, conviction ou psychologie. Vous voudriez quoi, vous? Je voulais choisir pour ça. Non, choisissez-en juste un, les gens, pas deux en même temps. Donc on a deux personnes pour la science. personnes pour la science, 2 personnes pour la psychologie. Donc 2 psychos et 2 sciences. On attend que quelqu'un les départage. 2 psychos, 2 sciences. Quelqu'un veut les départager, c'est maintenant. Et la Star fait des sciences, donc 3 pour la science. En équiper plusieurs, non. On peut pas en équiper plusieurs.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
I'm coming.
Et après cette première partie de l'épisode 1, on va s'arrêter là-dessus. Étant donné que j'ai peur qu'on soit à court de temps pour faire finir l'épisode 1 en 2 heures. Donc je préfère faire tranquillement. On va y aller tranquillement pour faire le jeu. On va pas se presser. Dans tous les cas, je vous remercie à tous et à toutes d'avoir suivi ce petit let's play sur The Council, épisode 1. J'espère qu'il vous aura plu. On se retrouve à 22 h pour du Nioh. Je sais, Alzalia, que vous étiez à fond dedans. C'était fait exprès aussi. On se retrouve à 22 h pour du Nioh. Pour ce qui est demain à 18 h, vous aurez du Tales of Symphonia. Jeudi et vendredi à 18 h, ce sera toujours du Final Fantasy XII. Samedi, 22 h, vous aurez la suite de God of War. Dimanche, 16 h, Ni no Kuni 2. 18 h, Octopus Traveler. 22 h, Vampire. Pour ce qui est de la semaine prochaine, lundi 18 h, ça sera toujours du Final Fantasy XII. Mardi à 18 h la semaine prochaine, vous aurez la suite de vos aventures sur The Council, épisode 1. En tout cas, je vous remercie à tous et à toutes. Passez une bonne fin de journée et je vous dis donc à tout à l'heure pour du Nioh. Encore merci à vous. Ciao, ciao tout le monde. Bye bye.
Peggy 16.
Dearest Mother, I came to this rock to find you. But I only find myself surrounded by schemers. The President, the soldier, the Duchess, and the Cardinal, and those who invited us here. But I won't be a pawn in their games. What brought you here? What have you left for me to find? Are you even still alive?
Why do you think she wanted to leave?
Everything is possible if you make the right choices.
It will take all my skill and my silver tongue to solve this mystery. Before it's too late.